Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion case was wild. But it wasn't wrong. It wasn't wrong. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Everybody talking about whether who shot who had what, who was where, who was positioned where, who said what. All of that irrelevant. Again, another community issue. As a man, you don't put yourself in them situations. That's what you don't do. So really, it's not about guilty or innocence. It's about accountability, responsibility. Tory Lanez responsible for his damn self. He's responsible for himself. So as a man, just as a black man, you don't put yourself in risky situations. He had a choice. He his own man. Every man got a choice. Stand on your principles. Stand on your values. If you don't want to go, don't go. He didn't have to leave. He had to leave that party. And in the car, he ain't had to say nothing. Everybody know how women do. Let women talk. That's what they do. Do y'all actually analyze women when they out in a social setting? They talk, let them talk. But you as a black man, you don't put yourself in no predicaments or no situations where you possibly have to defend yourself against some women because women are now, or you with some women that's armed and dangerous or whatever, however you want to term it. But you just don't put yourself in that situation. Nobody talking about that. Everybody talking about who, where, what. Everybody trying to pick a person. It ain't about choosing a side, it's about choosing yourself. He ain't choose himself. He didn't have to get in that car. He didn't have to be involved in that altercation. And he didn't have to end up with nothing possibly in his hand, none of that. If he would have just stood like a man. Because men do what they want. And boys do what they can. Boys do what they can. Boys do what they can. Men do what they want to. Everybody know that. So as a man, you just don't put yourself in that situation. All the men out there, if you watching this, you listening, don't put yourself in any risky predicaments or situations. Mitigate. Tory don't understand mitigation or conflict resolution. Because all of that could have resolved. It didn't even have to go that far tonight. But when you take on women tendencies, women characteristics and traits, this what you get. Locked up by guilty. Because at the end of the day, victimization is victimization. But as a man, you don't put yourself in any risky predicaments or situations. You don't put no hazards around you. You mitigate. He didn't mitigate. So he got poor mitigation skills, poor conflict resolution skills, which we all do in our community. But at the same time, you got to think. Be sensible. Be ethical. He put himself in that situation. He put himself in that court case. We already know the women put themselves in when they got the hollering and bickering and cussing him out and doing when all that was going on, from the time she started drinking, she put herself in a hazardous, in a risky situation. Because you uninhibited. When she started getting swayed, and then she started getting tipsy, then she was drunk. Flat out drunk. Leave that alone, man. We know she put herself in risky situations. That's what she do. Let her do what she do. But as a man, you stand on your values and your principles. You don't put yourself in no risky situations, and you don't put yourself in no hazardous environments. He did it to himself. Mitigate. Conflict resolute. Don't say nothing. Everybody want to talk about snitching and all this and that. But you don't know how to close your mouth when women are out of pocket. Silence is just as powerful as speaking.